Hey guys, and welcome to this session of Workflow Wednesdays. Today, we're going to be talking about how you can integrate Asana with Journeys, making it easy to create tasks in Asana directly from Journeys. And when those tasks get completed in Asana, you can also continue with the journey itself with the condition to only do so if the task itself has been completed. Now in your Journeys account, if you create a new journey and you start adding your actions, you're not going to see Asana here on the right side unless you've added it as an integration action. And to do so, you can simply go here to Settings, click Integration, and start adding Asana in there. Now, we recommend that you have a technical person do this so that they can actually follow our guide, which can be found on help.50skills.com, or just directly from our website and click Help Articles. And here, you can simply have a technical person on your team walk through this step by step to set up Asana in the correct way within Journeys. Once they've done that, you'll be able to access it just like any other action within Journeys. So when you click Add an Action, you're going to be able to see the Asana actions here on the right side that have been added. Now this could be things like creating a new task, getting the task status, or even more complex things depending on what you need to use it for. So here we've built a very simple journey to show you some of the use cases. Now let's say that you have an employee and what you want to make sure happens is that they have the right type of computer equipment. This could be when they're hired in the organization or when there's renewals taking place, whatever the case might be. And you've built a form here, just a simple equipment form that you send to that new employee, or you might even have that form available on your intranet. And you simply, in this case, there's some basic selection. All of our employees use certain types of computers and maybe some accessories with it. Depending on kind of the preferences that they're selecting here, this is the order that they're requesting. And in this example, the employee can simply ask for a certain type of computer. And once that's been completed, the first thing that's going to happen is going to create a task in Asana. Now, in Asana, we have a certain workspace, and we've kind of decided on a few things here, like please make a purchase order for traveler's first name, the selections that were made in the form above, like the size of the computer, the accessories that were picked, and if they had specific requirements for a keyboard or mouse, put that in here. And then just a reminder to add the laptop ID in Asana. And here, we're just doing this, for this purpose of this demo, we're just doing it in a very simple way. We're just creating a ticket with his name. You could, of course, also have a description added with more details, or have it structured just like you and your organization uses Asana. But in this example, we requested an employee to fill out a form, and we're reusing that information here in the name of the ticket. Now, we've also added a list with all the employees that you can pick who are responsible for finishing this task. Now, this could be a name of an employee, or this could be structured in a different way. It could be just forced as a single person that you can select for this. But in this case, we just have 3 people that are typically responsible for these things. And so we're going to have them as the assignees that you can choose. Now, somebody's filled in a form, and a task has been created in Asana. So what's going to happen next? Well, we've added what we call a loop here. Now, a loop, how that works is that it's going to check every 10 minutes, or if you want it to be every hour, once a day, it's going to loop and it's going to go through this circle here. It's going to start by checking if the task itself has actually been completed, the task in Asana. And if the task has been completed, and it's going to look at the ID of the ticket that was created here. It's going to look at the ID of that ticket, and if it's been completed, it's going to take a look at all the responses that we get from Asana. It's going to make it, it's going to reformat it in a way that it's easy for us to select which outputs of that format we're going to use. And we're going to exit the loop if the ticket status has been completed. Now, in simple terms, that means if someone finished doing this task, they clicked completed in Asana, then this loop will continue. If they did not complete the task in Asana, this loop will not continue, and it's just going to loop every 10 minutes until that's actually happened. Now, another thing to mention here is that it's not only going to check if it's been completed or not, it's also going to, once it's been completed, it's also going to check at some interesting information. In this case, in Asana, the individual who was completing the task, they actually got a request to also add the laptop ID in Asana. So in Asana, you can add custom fields, and in one of those custom fields, it's called laptop ID in this case. They're requested to put that laptop ID. So whenever you buy a computer, there's a tracking code, which can be based on that ID, and you can add that tracking code in that custom field. And because the individual did that, the system can now send an email to the person that requested the computer, and it can say, here's your laptop. Here we just want to let you know that we've kind of ordered the laptop. Here's your ID in case you want to kind of track where it is on your way to your location. So take a look at it. Share some thoughts and feedback in the comments or in messages to us. I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys build.